If you've ever dreamed of watching the Magic Kingdom fireworks without fighting the crowds, saving your space for an hour plus, and having people squeeze into your personal space or stand directly in front of you right at the last minute, then this video is for you. On our most recent Disney World vacation, my family and I decided to splurge on the pre-fireworks party at Magic Kingdom. We wanted to see if it was worth the cost and if it was going to take away a lot of the stress that Main Street has during the Magic Kingdom fireworks. I mean, if you know, you know, it is a lot. There's a lot going on there. Today, I'm going to tell you what food and drinks were included, what it was like, where check-ins at, how the reserved viewing area worked, and if we would do it again. Magic Kingdom can get crowded, especially at night. And as fireworks get closer, it only seems to get more chaotic and more congested all up in Main Street. We are a family of 4. We have an 11-year-old and a 2-year-old, and the thought of standing this close to people side by side made me extremely uncomfortable. We did it before when my son was 4, and I can't say that we had the best experience. So there's a pre-party fireworks show and a post-party fireworks show. We chose to do the pre-party because we have a 2-year-old and I wasn't sure how he would fare that late after the firework. If you don't have little ones or your little ones can hang, which we did end up finding out our little one can hang, do the post-party. If you are doing the post-party, you actually get to go into the hub grass first, so you get to check in, and then you're the first people that are gonna go in the hub grass and claim your spot that's designated for the fireworks show. They have pre-party and post-party people all together in one centralized location. I will be honest, it did not seem overcrowded to me at all. But if you would prefer to get right up in the front, then I do recommend, if you can do the post-party, do the post-party, because then you can just go there, kind of chill, relax, and hang out. These parties can be a little bit pricey. That's why I say it was a bit of a splurge for us, and they range in price from $99 per adult, and the adult ages are 10 and up, and then $59.99 per child, and the child ages are 3 to 9. 2 and under are completely free. So we had an 11-year-old and a 2-year-old. The 2-year-old was free. He got to eat and drink anything I wanted to get him off of the buffet. For us doing the pre-party, our check-in time with a fireworks show at 10 o'clock was 8:30. You can get there a little bit earlier. I highly recommend getting there earlier if you want to utilize all of the party time. We had a Tiana's Bayou Lightning Lane, and my husband actually ended up getting stuck on the ride, so that delayed us in getting in line. So we actually got in line about 8:35 when our check-in time was supposed to be 8:30, and we ended up waiting 15 minutes before actually getting sat, maybe even 20. That did not actually affect us in any way. We had enough time to eat and drink, but if you want more time to eat and drink, or if you want to eat and drink and get out to the hub sooner, I highly recommend getting in line before the 8:30 time, because it did not move quick. I will say that. They host the pre and post party at the Tomorrowland Terrace, and what I actually thought was cool about this was once we got sat, the Starlight Parade came through, and even though you're not up close and personal with it, you do have a view of the Starlight Parade coming through as you're sipping your cocktail and you're having your dessert. So you kind of get 2 for the price of 1 if you want to look at it that way. My 2-year-old, when that parade came around, was in awe. So that was actually a cool experience to be able to watch the Starlight Parade go by, all while enjoying our sweets and drinks. So as for food, I was actually just very much in the moment. This was something that we have saved for and wanted to do, and so I did not film any of the food, and I'm kicking myself in the butt right now for not doing that. However, I'm not gonna be mad at myself because of the simple fact that I enjoyed every second of that dessert party with my children and my husband. I did get some footage, but I just didn't walk through and film the buffet. But they had everything. They had these sugar cookies out, and they had a little section where the kids could decorate their own sugar cookies. My 11-year-old absolutely loved to do that. He just kept going back for more sugar cookies and decorating more. I mean, it was really cool. They had tarts, cheesecakes, cannolis, brownies, cookies. They had this one, and it was like a cheesecake apple pie. Oh my gosh. They had milk, apple juice, teas, but I was actually shocked to find out that they had, and I could not believe it, margaritas. Margaritas. I had watched all the videos and seen people talk about champagne and wine. I never once saw a margarita. They had margaritas. So margaritas, champagne, wine, beer. It was so wonderful to just sit down after a long day at Magic Kingdom. This was our first park day when we got there, and just have a drink, watch our kids just enjoy the moment, enjoy the Starlight Parade, and not feel rushed to have to go stand in line, to have to be out there in even more heat, holding a spot for the fireworks, to start slowly getting packed in like this. It was just wonderful. We knew that when we were done here, we were gonna get escorted to an area and we weren't gonna have to worry about any of the chaos, any of the crowd, and we already had our spot. And we just got to sit there and enjoy some drinks, enjoy some laughs with our kids, and make some memories without just stressing. That was so nice. That was absolutely wonderful. So when you're done, you just go to a cast member. It's usually the ones that sat you. There's like a little host table. You let them know that you finished and you're ready to go to your designated area for the fireworks. I recommend going about 30 minutes before the show or 15 minutes before. That way you can get walked over. You can go ahead, find yourself a little spot, and just chill and relax and wait for the show to start. So when you first walk into the hub, they have it all sectioned off, so nobody else other than people with wristbands and pre and post fireworks party people are gonna be in this area. The post party people, they're already there. And everybody's sitting down. Nobody's standing because you don't need to. Everybody's enjoying what they paid for, the space. They're sitting down relaxing. So you're going to feel, oh my gosh, this is too crowded. Why did I spend my money on this? Because people are literally just sprawled out, and that's totally fine. But when it gets closer to fireworks time, they're all gonna stand up and they're all gonna move forward. My recommendation is go to the very back of where they have it sectioned off for you guys in the hub area. When everybody stands up and they all move forward, there's really nobody back there and you have so much room. Even the people that moved forward, they still had room. There is plenty of room. Don't be fooled when you walk in there and see everybody sitting down relaxing. They paid to sit down and relax, not have to fight for a seat. Now the view was incredible. It was incredible. I guess depending on where you stand in the hub area, there could be a pole in front of you, but honestly, where we chose to go, and like I said, we didn't walk over to the hub reserved area until 30 minutes before the show started, and we went in the back and had a perfect view of the castle. There was so much room. My 2-year-old was able to get on my husband's shoulders and not bother anybody behind us. My 11-year-old was able to look up and see everything. It was absolutely incredible. It brought tears to my eyes. Actually, it's gonna make me start tearing up right now thinking about it because it was, oh my gosh, I did not think I was gonna do this. Whew. It was such a special moment and we didn't have to fight for that seat. We did pay for it. And it was definitely worth it. Watching my kids have space, watching my kids feel comfortable and safe. My husband and I feel comfortable to just enjoy this moment that we've been waiting all year for was wonderful. And have our bellies full and a couple drinks. It was worth the price for me. It was worth the price for me, for sure. I love Disney World. I love to go to Disney World. We are a Disney family, so we're not gonna stay away from Disney World because of the crowds, but with my children, it makes me very uncomfortable to be in really tight places with a lot of people. So what this pre-party and even the post-party can give to people, and what it did for our family, was it gave us a place to just chill. When those fireworks were over, we copped a squat right there on the hub grass and we just let the crowds disperse. We did not have to disperse with them. We were not caught with them going upstream. Like, we did not have to fight anybody to go this way or that way or try to leave this way or try to go through the Emporium and make it faster. Like, we didn't have to worry about that. We had a designated place to just chill. And for post-party people, you just get escorted right to your party area. So you're not even worrying about the crowds. Like, it was so wonderful that by the time we got up to leave, we weren't fighting through crowds with our stroller. We weren't doing any of that. We just got up, went and grabbed our stroller and walked on down Main Street pretty much crowd free. So that alone was worth the price for me. I have to say, that alone was worth the price. The food could have been poopy and the drinks could have not been strong and the view could have been okay. But that right there, leaving Magic Kingdom without crowds right after fireworks, that was it for me. That was chef's kiss. That was it. If I had to rate this experience, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason I am going 9 and not 10 out of 10 is just for the amount of time we had to wait to check in. We literally were told 8:30. We were there at 8:35. Like I said, we waited 15 to 20 minutes until we got sat. So I can imagine that even if you're there earlier, you're still waiting, and that takes a good chunk off of your time. I feel like that process was done way too slow. However, it's not gonna keep me from not doing it again. Would this be an every trip thing? If we plan to watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks on Main Street every time we go, I will do this every trip. If we are not planning to go to Magic Kingdom, or we are not planning to watch the fireworks from Magic Kingdom on a trip, then I won't do it. But if we are going to go see the fireworks and we plan to watch them, absolutely, I will do this, for the simple fact that there are no crowds. I felt so much safer with my kids. We were not packed in anywhere. We got drinks, desserts. We got a moment to just chill after a long park day, and we had an incredible view. And like I said, we didn't have to leave the park with a crowd. That was wonderful. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps push my video out there to people like you who love Disney content and love learning about Disney. But until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.